I'm Peter with Pro-Life News and Pro-Life Unity. We just ended the press conference this morning. It was the Is This What You Mean conference. Can you describe the basics of that to folks who might not have heard it before?
Joining with my friends and associates at Priests for Life, we have come to Capitol Hill to go to the Congress members and to say, when you say the word abortion, is this what you mean? We take the graphic images in line with Wilberforce, who took the slave shackles and showed it to Parliament and their wives. Martin Luther King Jr., who showed America the pictures of black people being, and whites of goodwill, who marched together, been attacked by water hoses and dogs and billy clubs. And Martin Luther King Jr. said, America will not reject racism until America sees racism. And so, tragically, we take the instruments that have been actually used in aborting babies and the images that doctors use in medical textbooks to teach people how to abort babies. You see the little tiny baby in that sanctuary of his or her mother's womb, and then you see that instrument going in and taking the baby apart. So we show that to members of Congress and leaders across America and say, your constituents want to know, when you say the word abortion, is this what you mean? You may say abortion is a civil right. And then we show the picture of the little baby being dismembered and we say, is this what you mean? We say, abortion is a woman's right. And the diagram shows the damage to her body, her cervix, in the process. And we say, is this pain and damage? Is this what you mean when you say abortion? And so we are approaching, confronting, speaking with the leaders of America and every American, and just saying, when you say the word abortion, is this what you mean? We will redefine or revisit the issue of abortion by showing America what abortion really is.
And has this had an impact? Do some of the people look at it and say, wow, I never knew?
Many of the people that we visited, and we've spoken to actual members of Congress, some chiefs of staff, some top legislative counsel, and many admitted no one has ever asked us this question. No, I've not seen these diagrams. Is this really what the doctors teach and do? And they admit they've not seen it and not looked at it in this way. So it is a very successful campaign. It's a very somber campaign. It's not a gimmick, it's for real. But it's causing people to think. And we will be sharing with their constituents their answers.
And how can people find out more about that campaign?
www.priestforlife.org. And the campaign is explained and outlined there.
Quick note or quick question on a separate front. A lot of people are saying that pro-lifers talking about the black genocide issue is disingenuous. I think that you, as Dr. Alveda King, perhaps have a little bit to say about that. What do you think?
As a niece of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I ask, how can the dream survive if we murder the children and African-American babies and now Hispanic and Latino babies as the second minority are experiencing higher levels of abortion in a genocidal effort to decrease our ethnic populations? And my life is tied up in that. I'm post-abortive as well. And out of the 50 million abortions in America, out of the 14 plus million out of that number that are black, I have babies involved in that. And I'm a secondary victim of abortion myself because I suffered health effects from my own abortions. And so abortion is a genocidal effort to reduce populations, especially targeting blacks and now Hispanics and Latinos.
So it's more of a fact. I mean, like you say, the statistics, 14 million.
The statistics tell. They're very telling, and they are real.
It's unbelievable. And you have the foundation yourself, or was it King for America?
Yes, my own organization, as we are saying to the Congressional Black Caucus and many leaders, to the NAACP, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, and black leaders across America, certainly we're concerned about all of the issues that impact our community. Certainly poverty, economics, the educational systems that are now failing, and the problem with teen pregnancy and STDs and HIV/AIDS, hypertension, diabetes, all of those are areas of concern. And certainly we've asked them to include in that list the genocide and the abortion of the innocent. And they are beginning to listen as well.
And where's your website? How can they find out more?
www.kingforamerica.com.
Thank you, Alveda.
Thank you, Peter.